Here we go.
I have the yellow flowers.
Let's see.
Easter Sunday, child.
That's what we said.
got my Easter yellow on.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Back up a little bit. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's your girl, Miss Delicious, and you are tuned into the Heat After the Morning Heat, live with London Charles. Today we have the beautiful, vivacious Miss Kenya Moore herself in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, beauty.
Listen, it is so early. Normally I'm on the radio,
Yes.
on the Morning Heat, but I said today my girl is in town before I get out for the weekend, for the holiday weekend. Easter is coming up, so it is Good Friday. It is an even better Friday because you here.
Yeah, and I brought my Easter yellow.
I know you got your yellow, you matching the set, you look great.
Thank you, you too.
You look so good. Now you look happy.
You know what? I am really happy.
You are.
It's a lot of things. Like, I'm telling you, 2017 came in, like, with a bang.
It did.
All of the things that I was going through, and, you know, I just had a really rough year.
Right.
And 2017, God was like, you know what? I'm going to turn this around for you. And it's just, like, been incredible.
So it has turned around.
Yeah.
And when you say turn around, what do you mean? What were the things that were like, I think I may want to change this, or I'm not sure if I'm liking this? Was it ever about Matt?
Well, you know, we don't even mention his name because he's in my
past. I didn't want to say that.
He's definitely in my past, but obviously, you know, I went through a lot in the last year with dealing with, you know, an abusive relationship and just figuring it out and trying to do what's best for me, but also making sure that I send a clear message to other women that that is not the way to handle a situation like that.
Right. I'm really happy to hear you say that because I posted yesterday that you were going to be here, and I asked them in my comments, I said, what questions do you guys want me to ask Ms. Moore? And his name came up so much, and it was all women, and majority young women. The demographic was from maybe 18 to 35.
Yeah.
So these were young women, and in my mind I said, well, I don't know if they're being messy or if they're curious because they could be going through the same circumstances.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both.
Right.
I mean, come on, I'm on Real Housewives, so you know, it's a
messy comes with it.
Messy comes with it. We all know, you know, the whole reality TV thing.
Right.
But I do think that a lot of women are going through it. Whenever I've really shared a lot of really personal details about my life, some part of me really regrets it because then people come back and use it against you.
Yes.
Like, oh, you don't have no kids, you don't have a husband. I'm like, okay, but do I want to be in a bad marriage?
Exactly.
Do I want to have
just
kids?
to say I did it.
Just to say I did it, or I have a man, or, you know, no,
right.
I,
just to
I
be
choose
attached.
who I want to be.
So are you dating?
I am dating, and I am really happy. I am really happy.
So are you happier in a relationship, or do you like the freedom of being able to, because you do a lot. You have the reality show.
Yeah.
You work out a lot. You're always in business. You have your hair care.
Yeah.
Do you like being in a commitment, or do you like free flow?
You know what? I think, you know, I've always had really long-term relationships. I'm a relationship girl.
Okay.
I think at this point in my life, with where I'm going, I want a partner.
You want a partner?
For me, I want a partner.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
will I do anything and just put up with anything to have a man or say I have a man? No, hell no. That's just not who I am.
I like it. What I noticed, you were vulnerable in your relationship. I thought that was so beautiful. Well, people were like, well, that's crazy because people thought that Matt was crazy. But one thing that I saw that was constant is that you were giving when it came to him.
Yeah.
And you were giving chances. And we all know that you're very intelligent. So even when the signs were like, this probably is not what I want to do, you kept giving a chance there. Are you like that in a relationship?
You know what? I hadn't been. And that's why I think it just went where it went, because I was always accused of running away. I've been proposed to like 8 or 9 times.
Shut up.
Yes.
Can you give me the secret?
Don't sleep with him.
Hello, ladies. You heard it right here.
You get a ring faster.
You get a ring
faster.
faster.
You will get a ring
if you lock it down.
Exactly.
Is that right? So they're like, look, I'll marry you for that piece.
Yes. To answer your question about the girls, you know, the questions that they had is probably, why do you stay or things like that.
Those were the questions.
And I think it's, you know, the one thing I have to say is if a man shows you who he is very early on, believe him and leave. Don't put up with it. It's always somebody else.
Did you feel that way very early on from him?
No, because we were friends. You know, we weren't in anything.
It's easier
serious.
to hide that when it's just a friendship.
Yeah.
When it becomes something a little bit more serious.
When he got a title, that's when things change.
Yes, because at that point it seems like they can't hide it anymore.
Yeah.
Their natural emotions and their natural habitat starts to play out. We're going to get past Matt because, as you heard Ms. Moore say, we don't really even speak his name in the room.
Speak about
but the name that we do speak whenever we hear Kenya Moore, as of late, is Phaedra. But not for all the reasons that you may assume. I actually like the camping trip.
The camping trip was amazing.
It
Honestly, when we went to Flint, that trip, just being able to be a Detroit girl, Michigan girl, and to give back to those kids in the way that we did, they cut out so much.
Because you guys did more.
It was so much more. When I tell you, London, it was like incredible. It was like, it changed your life.
Really?
Because, you know, growing up where I'm from, it wasn't pretty, you know.
I'm from the east side of Detroit.
Yeah, my grandmother tried to, keep me from being killed, being raped in the street, being,
exposed to drugs.
Violence, all of those things, and more. She tried to keep me from that. As best she could, but of course I did still see it. I still did have people in my family experience it. So it's tough as it is, but to hear those kids say, their issues with their parents and not wanting them or abuse in their homes, it was so deep, stuff that they probably couldn't even show on TV.
I'm
because
sure.
It was too explicit. And to see how vulnerable they were. Because we were there.
Because you were there.
I
saw that the tears, the emotions.
The entire camp could not stop crying for I would say at least 3 to 4 hours. Everyone, the counselors, all the children.
You're bringing me to
crying.
right now.
No,
because I remember that episode.
Arms, it really does. And then to have the juxtaposition of them showing something really positive to then going to something really silly, it just irked my nerves.
I
agree.
What I mean? So how long was that? How long was that connection though, between you and her? Was it instant?
Are you talking about Phaedra? You could not help but to bond over something like that. If for me, kids hold a really soft spot in my heart because of all obviously things I've been through as a kid, and knowing that these kids are in my backyard.
Exactly.
And to see them suffering that way, and they try to be brave, which is one thing about Detroiters. They're so resilient.
Yes.
These kids are having to be made to be strong
all the
when
time.
They're kids. Why do they have to be made to be strong?
Instead of just being children.
Instead of being, it's like robbing them of their childhood.
That's right.
And that's what really hurt me the most, is that it did feel like it was robbing them of something that they can never get back. And that spoke to me.
I could tell. I could see it in both of you, which is why we expected. Well, it was awkward because you're like, is this going to happen between the two of them?
Yeah.
And how long can we expect this to last? But it seemed like with those circumstances that we could depend on it having some type of, it was valid and it was sincere and it was authentic. But of course, you got cameras.
Yeah.
You got outsiders, you got friends, you got the show. And I know that will eventually change things up.
Yeah.
Did it change things up? Are you guys close still now? Do you call each other?
Well, you probably missed the last episodes of the show.
Well, this is what I know. I watch it faithfully.
Right.
I watch it faithfully, but what I do know about reality TV is sometimes days have passed since.
Yeah, you can get over things.
Because the reunion was taped. It wasn't taped yesterday.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Right. So have you guys gotten better since the reunion?
No.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I remember. Because there are rumors that she might not even be on the show.
That's true.
Shut up.
No, I mean, I'm saying it's true that those are rumors.
Oh, okay.
But no one has said either way whether
they haven't confirmed it.
They haven't.
Would you prefer her not be on the show?
Yeah.
Girl, you so Detroit. Just flat out with it. Yes, she can be gone. But then who would you be? Okay, so you see that Portia and Phaedra has freaking frack. Who would be your frack? Would it be Cynthia?
I'm really close to Cynthia. I mean, we just are so much alike.
Yeah, I see that.
And we're just naturally, we should have always been friends. Mm-hmm. And I really, really care for Candy a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
Now, Candy, I was just about to say, she is someone, well, she's a friend of mine also.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, shout out to Candy Burrs. Yes. She's a friend of mine. And I like her because she's cool. She's human.
Yeah.
She's cool, but in all honesty, I like all of y'all.
Yeah.
I like everybody because the cast, everybody brings an element.
You identify with little things in everyone.
With Phaedra, I identify because she's a mom. I have 2 daughters and she has 2 boys. So I identify with that. And I think she's funny. Plus, like you and I, she
Yeah.
has the badonk. So there are a few things that, as a woman, you sit back and say, I can identify with this, that, and the other.
Right.
So I like that. And every now and then, she's comedic.
Yeah.
So I like that comedy with her. With you, what I identify with is the fact that sometimes people think they know who you are, and they don't give you an opportunity to get to know you until once they do, then they're like, well, damn, because I like that Cynthia has seemed to find the core of you.
Yeah.
Because she loves you.
Yeah,
and
she
I can see
does.
that on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, Kenya is from Detroit. We see her all the time around here when we can't see you. And it's never any problems. So that was another question.
Never before the show.
Yes.
So, it's all like in this one little small,
Yes.
nucleus of a show.
How do you deal with that?
It's a show. It's entertainment. Though what I think is, for me, yes, we do give you some entertainment. We do bicker and fight. We know I wouldn't go on a vacation with somebody I don't like.
That's right.
It's
not natural.
It's a show. Why would I go on a vacation with someone I don't like?
There's going to be some tension
Come
there.
on, we know what that is. It's entertainment. But at the same time, there is a line. I always feel like you should never, but that's just who I am as a person. And my moral fiber, you don't cross certain lines.
Do you think that the producers edit and cut you from an angle that isn't accurate?
A lot of times, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
That's been said about you.
Yeah,
that it's
of
a
course.
producer's cut.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they cast you a certain way, and they know, listen, I'm not going to start anything, but I'm going to finish it. It's for
Detroit.
me, like, I mind my business. I'm a nice girl.
You are.
But I'm going to match you.
Yes.
So, but I'm always get the best of you because I'm smart and I got a smart mouth. You know what I mean?
So now,
and then that's when if I get you back, then it's like, oh, well, Kenya, she's
now
talking about
she's
Sheree's house, and then, but Sheree trashed my house.
well, speaking of Sheree's house, so
like,
that
why can't I say anything?
Yes.
I'm the devil because I say something.
Okay, so that was an episode where I was just doing this. I was at home like, don't do it, Kenya. Please don't do it, Kenya. Please. And so what you did, I was like, she went in the basement. So now I have to ask you, you're my baby all day long, so I don't mind asking you.
Right?
It was hilarious, but it was scary to watch. It was like watching an accident happen in slow motion. So a lot of questions came up. Ask Kenya, why did she go in that damn basement? So now be honest, if this was your housewarming, and you noticed that, because I know you said you got a few different things that you are not done with, but that's, to me, that stuff is elementary.
Right.
The little stuff that, it's like, oh, this is
Right.
I'm like,
Tiny
who
little-
really
tiny
goes
little.
around someone's house and does that?
Right.
So now, given that it was your circumstance and you had a basement that large that wasn't finished, how would you feel if she went in your basement?
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, we're being honest, right? Because one thing I will always give you on this show is my honesty. You cannot, you can match me. People say I lie about it. Show me where I lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't talk about what other people have said. Show me. You can't because I don't.
Right.
So the thing is, yes, I was being petty.
My girl.
Of course I was being petty. Of course.
So how did you know that basement wasn't finished?
Because she can't finish her house. I mean, come on.
So wait,
The upstairs is not finished. The basement isn't finished.
the upstairs?
The point was, now let's go back.
Okay.
The point was, she kept, the whole thing about her, she kept saying, with your unfinished house, with your unfinished house. My house is more unfinished than yours. How many times did she say it?
Okay, she did.
So why,
Anthony,
of course I'm going to go in
because
the
I know somebody who
basement.
knows. How many times did Sheree say that?
In multiple episodes.
Girl, every single episode she kept saying it.
With your unfinished house, with your unfinished house. My house is more unfinished. She had a housewarming without a kitchen.
Without a stove and a refrigerator.
Cut it out,
any
Anthony.
type of appliance.
So okay,
So how is and no basement?
And
I have 6,500 square feet of a finished home. 2 kitchens I have.
See, I need to get my life because I have a 6,000 square foot home and my basement is a partial finish. It's
But that's okay. But see, here's the difference.
But I'm not gonna give a housewarming and you not know that.
Right.
I'm like, listen, don't you go down that basement.
But here's the thing, Delicious. It's okay to have an unfinished home. That's not.
But
the
don't
point.
talk about nobody else's.
Don't
and
talk
not
about
expect
nobody
it to
else's
come
home
up.
that's finished, more finished than yours. So you keep saying your house is more finished than theirs, and it isn't.
So
that's
did
the
you,
whole point.
But did you like the house?
Lots of people don't have unfinished.
Especially in Detroit, we're known for, we have
Yeah.
homes that have beautiful basements, and then we have
You
homes
do
that
it
are
all the
very
time.
nice, but the
Yeah.
basement isn't finished.
Yeah.
But overall, did you like her house based on what you saw, even the unfinished parts? Because even when they
There's some
showed
things
us,
I like. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, some things I like.
because even the unfinished basement, it looks like that's gonna be a grand lower level.
It can listen. Her house has potential.
Okay.
The thing is, do you have the money?
Oh.
So that's the thing.
So you don't think it's time? You think it's money?
What else could it be?
I don't know. It seemed like, with her appliances, it was somebody else's fault that
so
they
the
had.
IRS too. That's about time, or what?
So
I'm
Kim
just saying.
Zolciak came.
I'm just saying, let's keep it real. Listen.
You know what? I never knew what the time frame. I thought she was taking
5
the time.
years. That you don't build a house in 5 years.
Right, but she was getting no child support.
Okay, but why build a 10,000 plus square foot house?
A lot of people thought that. I wondered that too. I like Sheree. I think she's like you. I think you guys have a lot of style.
I think she has a lot of style.
You guys are alike on that to me. I think you come with a lot of fashion. Right. If I name my number one fashion icon of the show, I'm gonna be honest and say it would be Kenya Moore.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You come with a lot of fashion, a lot of style. You're very classy. They would say you were bad and bougie. And so if I had to say yes, if I said someone was in line with that, it would be Sheree. I think that she comes with you guys keep your bodies intact, and she
wears a lot of workout clothes, and she does not bring any fashion. But what she does do, she can put some things together. But she stays in workout clothes.
Yes, she does. But when she's
nice
cute,
body.
she's cute.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
What it is sometimes when you have a nice body, it's easy to hang a nice outfit.
The gym? Anyway,
no,
I'm being silly.
I think that Sheree is pretty fashionable, so I put you guys together in that. So I thought maybe that's probably why you guys were competing. But I agreed.
It's not that.
10,000 square feet
more
is a lot when your kids aren't out of the house
and
you're
here's
unmarried.
The thing. Here's my thing. You can build a 30,000 square foot house if you want to. Who am I to judge? That's your money. You do whatever the hell you want.
That's right.
But my thing is, don't throw stones at me and you live in a glass house. I bought the cheapest house in the nicest neighborhood.
Now, we were doing this.
Okay.
When you did that, that was something to definitely applaud and compliment because you weren't ashamed. You said, listen, I got this for a good price. That's what we do around here. We from the T. It's like, listen.
And guess what? I'm not trying to impress anybody but my own accountant, okay?
Right.
I'm not trying to impress these hoes. I'm trying
trying
to impress my accountant, okay? That's it. So, and I will have some money at the end of the day. So that's all I'm saying. You
ladies, take a note.
Afford to build it.
Take a note. Do not keep up with the Joneses. Keep up with your accountant. Okay?
Yes.
Make sure that your account is on point. Do not outlive your bills or do not outlive what you can afford.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Also in that same episode, Kim Zolciak came back.
Yeah.
Why
came back or came for me?
Yeah, well, a little bit of both. But why? I thought you guys were cool.
We were. I text her all the time.
Oh, so are you okay now?
No.
Okay. So was that? Do you think that was a producer saying get her?
I think she needed to come from my purse.
Yeah, where did that come from?
She wanted my purse.
Is that what it was? Let me tell you that. Okay, that shocked a lot of people. I got a lot of questions about that too. Like, what happened? Or do you not know why she did that?
I'm telling you why she did it.
Because you had a nice bag?
No, when I say come from my purse, I mean my paycheck.
Oh!
Y'all like to say the bag.
Yeah, we say the bag. Okay, so she was
I say a purse.
So is Kim coming back?
I think it's a very good possibility.
Is Nene coming back?
I think it's a good possibility.
How do you feel?
I don't. Whatever's good for the show is
good for you.
But my own thing is, look, Nene is invested in the show. I think she feels bad that she left. That was her thing she really built. Okay.
Right.
With Kim, she said it. I'm motivated by money. I don't think you should come back and we give you something that you didn't deserve to have.
So you don't think that Kim is a part of the staple of the show?
No. She's been gone for how many years? No.
Really?
Nene was there from the beginning, and Nene was the star of the show. So
I agree, Nene is a star.
She's more vested in the show than Kim will ever be.
You know what? I think that, and I agree that Kim is about her money. But we have to both say that I know you about your bag, because I'm about my bag. If I have to skate to the left, as long as I'm not, I'm keeping my integrity intact. I don't have a problem with that.
But that can't be the only reason that you come, because remember, you left us because you felt like,
Now, if you feel like you're bigger, then that's where, it plays a role. So did she ever treat it as though you guys are beneath me at this point?
She said it how many times?
I never, I won't say I didn't keep up with her. I follow her on Instagram. But I didn't keep up with, as a matter of fact, when she mentioned how many babies that she had, I hadn't realized that Kim had that many babies after. No, she doesn't have 10.
Oh, no, 8. I don't know how many she has. 7.
Anthony, how many babies does Kim have? She has 6?
6.
No, she doesn't.
She has 6.
She has 6 babies?
Yes.
6 surgeries, too.
Shut up. I ain't had nobody. Oh, yeah, she did look different, but you gotta admit, she looked good. Is it just a camera?
Okay, kids, look, people can do whatever they want to do.
Well, listen, speaking
I
of
just couldn't
Kim,
figure out who she was at first. I was like, she looks like
Really?
Kim, but I'm not sure if that's really her.
to me, she looked like her daughter. She looks like her older
Well,
daughter
that's
to
the
me.
picture she took to her surgeons,
Oh,
right?
my
Like,
God.
I want you to make me look like her.
When we think of Kim Zolciak, we definitely think about hair. We think about wigs. We think about pulling. We think about snatching. But one thing Kenya Moore has let us know is, baby, this is all natural.
Yes,
she has
honey.
a beautiful hair, and she has a
You
beautiful
can
hair
you
care line.
can me, you can
Oh
root
no,
me.
I
Yes,
already
yes,
know.
yes, come on,
It
come
is
through,
all
come
hers,
through,
baby.
come through, hair.
Hey, come through. So listen, she has a new hair care line. She's actually going to be touring. You're going to be
Yeah.
going everywhere with your hair care line.
Yeah,
I know
we're
you're going to be
some
doing something here.
select cities. We're here in Detroit doing the Sally Beauty Supply. So I
Okay.
got into the most respectable beauty supply in the country, which is Sally
Do
Beauty.
you love it? Do you love your product?
I absolutely
And you live by
am
it.
insanely obsessed with my products, and so is everyone else who's.
Were you
who's
hands
tried
on
it.
at all? Like, I want this
Oh,
to be
everything,
the effect.
everything. I tested it. We had focus groups. I was involved with the formulation. I was involved with every single marketing, every single aspect, picking the chemist.
So you don't have to be a scientist to know what you want.
Well, I am kind of a scientist. You know, I'm a little bit of like
sure.
a Rain Man type girl. You know, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh yes, I
Past
found
tech
out.
Rain Day, you know, I'm a little Rain Man-ish
Yes,
with
we
that. But
So you had
but I'm
something to do
obsessed
with.
with research. You know, obviously Detroit. One thing I love about Detroit is I had a great education from here, and I always studied.
Right.
And before I even embarked on the hair care line, I wanted to know, what do we need?
Right.
What do we want? What ingredients work? I can tell you right now, everything that's in my line, every ingredient, I can tell you why it's there.
Right.
I'm very hands-on, and it works.
What's your favorite?
I guess the serum, I'm kind of torn because they all work together, but I love the serum.
Like, what's in your bag when you travel? I know you travel a lot. There are a
The
few
serum,
things
you
that
have to,
I have to
put
with
the
me.
serum on your hair
So you
every
keep the
day.
serum. Now, does it give you, because my hairstylist, hey, shout out to Snatch Gang. She's in the building. She wanted to come in definitely for this. So
Right.
what is it? Does it give you the shine, or does it create a moisture? What does it
It's
do?
both.
'Cause
It's
I hate
formulated.
oil.
It's not. It's so finely pressed, and
Okay.
that's one of the key ingredients
Okay.
to the formulation of the oil, which is also known as the serum.
Mhm.
It's finely pressed. It's all
Okay.
natural.
Okay,
And
so it's not
you
going to be
can-
heavy.
No, you can
Okay.
use it every day, and it protects your ends, and so your hair breaks off from
Right.
the ends.
Right.
People think, oh, my hair doesn't grow, my hair doesn't
Yeah,
show
those
any
split
growth.
ends. They split.
They
break
split
it.
and they
Mhm.
break, and your hair breaks off, and
Right.
that's what prevents the length from actually accruing.
So the serum is going to prevent that,
It
or
prevents
repair
it. When I use it it repairs and prevents.
Okay.
And when I use it
That's
every
what I'm
day, I
talking about.
honestly do not even get split ends anymore.
See, we're gonna have to pick
Yeah.
up some of that.
And it's
serum.
good, and it's good. Listen, ladies, listen. I say you can wear weaves, you can
Right.
wear wigs, you can wear extensions, because we
Well,
like to
men
play.
weave.
You know what I'm saying? We like to play.
We
If
do.
you see me with color, it is not my hair. I will never
'Cause you
color
won't
my
color
hair.
your hair,
I will
okay.
never color my hair
Okay.
again. But the thing is, we want to be proud of the hair that's also growing out of our hair.
We do, you
We
know
want to
what?
walk around and rock our natural hair and be like, yeah, I could rock my hair and not feel ashamed.
If I
for
wanted
it.
to, yeah.
If you want to.
Right.
You know, weaves and wigs and ponytail, all those, they can be of your choice, of
Okay.
your choosing. But you want to be proud to wear the hair that's growing out your
Absolutely.
hair.
And your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I
speaking
just
of-
want everybody to have healthy hair.
I do too.
Yeah, and
you know, because
empower
every now
you.
and then I take my producer be upset. I be here and I take my wigs off, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Stop doing that."
No.
And I'm like, you know what? Okay, when I have some really beautiful hair underneath,
And I can teach you
know,
how.
stop
And I
saying
can
that.
teach you how to get it that.
You know what?
way.
It's
I
not
can.
bad. What
Yeah.
it is that I'm constantly cutting it or shaving it or
Yeah.
doing something to it. But coming up is Easter. I know we've seen episodes where you talked about your relationship with your mom, and I know you have like this great relationship with your aunt.
Yes.
I adore that
Yeah,
relationship you have with your
yeah.
aunt on the
She's
show.
pretty special.
What do you do on the holidays? What is the typical, or not typical, but what is the Kenya Moore Easter going to be like?
You know what? I'm here in Detroit, so I'm with
So
my
you know.
family. My grandmother, who just turned 86.
Right, that is dope.
Yeah, so
Happy
she's the one who
birthday, Mama.
raised me. You'll see her in all my photos and stuff. So I'm spending Easter with her
Okay.
and my nieces and my
Will your dad be around?
my dad's in Houston.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
met him on the show.
Yes.
That was really cool too.
My dad is cool.
Yeah,
you know,
he-
my
he's
dad
really cool.
is. You know, one thing is, I think girls need their fathers because of self-esteem.
Absolutely.
You get it from your dad.
Absolutely.
actually. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, well, she doesn't have her mother," and they try to blame all this stuff on my mom. But women and little girls get their self-esteem from their fathers.
They do.
And my dad I always knew my dad loved me, but he
Right.
was just really young when he had me.
Okay.
So it was just a little strained, as I was growing up,
Mhm.
but it just got a lot better.
Yeah.
And I love my dad. He's crazy.
That is so
He's
beautiful.
funny, he's silly, but he loves me.
Okay, so when we think of you, I don't think of hip hop.
Yeah.
Even though you're from Detroit, you're from the Motor City, home of
Right.
Motown. What's the kind of music that you play in your car? We got into Kenya's Ride right now. What are we listening to?
Lord, I listen to everything.
Mhm.
I honestly, I love Big Sean. I love I go to Ed Sheeran.
Uh-huh.
I'll go to Big Sean. I like a lot of
So you switch it up.
Oh, I switch it out. I go old school. I love all kind of music.
And what do you eat? If we were to come over for dinner, what is the meal? If you say, this is what I like to eat and this is what I like to cook, what would that be?
Oh, Lord.
Do you cook?
Oh, yeah, girl.
You do? Okay,
yeah,
what do you like to cook?
Yeah, girl.
I see your kitchen, babe.
Girl, my kitchen is fully equipped.
Yeah.
I do cook.
So what do you cook?
You know now, Detroit girls have to take care of their men.
No,
You gotta
we
know
do.
how to-
And
You
then
know
I
how
saw
to
you,
cook?
I do know how to cook.
Okay, good.
Let me tell you, I saw you cooking for Cynthia.
Yes.
And it seemed like you whipped that up like it was
No,
natural.
my dad. Remember, I cooked the fish for my dad. Like,
Yes, you did.
I
Okay,
cook
so what do
fish.
you like to cook?
Fish.
You like fish?
Yeah, I like fish because I'm a pescatarian.
Oh.
Every now and then
I
I'll
need to get my
have
life
a little
You cheat?
I'll cheat, like a little craving here and there for beef. But other than that, yeah, I like fish. I'm known for my macaroni and cheese.
Okay. Oh wait.
Yes.
Oh wait, that
I
sounds
love
so good.
any greens, collards, kales. I just cook everything.
So you sound healthy, but you have your edge too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cakes, and I'm terrible.
With cakes. Yeah, I'm
Sweet.
like desserts too. Hence
Yeah.
the name Delicious.
Well, yeah, you guys have to keep on this going.
I know, right? Well, I see your assistant and your management is like, listen, she has a lot
yeah, I
of different
do.
places to go. She's gonna be on Fox 2 today. Not to mention, if you're around the city of Detroit, she will be at Sally's in Southfield tomorrow at 4 p. Is it 4 p.m.?
No, 12 to 2.
Yep, you're gonna miss her if you go at 4. So make sure you're there at noon. She will be there in Southfield at Sally's at noon. So beautiful, Miss Kenya Moore. You can follow her on social media at the Kenya Moore.
Yep,
Is that
on
the same
Instagram.
for Instagram and Twitter?
Twitter, I'm Kenya Moore.
Kenya Moore on Twitter. Are you on Facebook?
The Kenya Moore.
Okay, so the Kenya Moore on both Instagram and Facebook, and Kenya Moore on Twitter.
Yes.
Are you on Snapchat? Do you snap?
I am. I think I'm Kenya Moore on Snapchat, but I don't know.
Do you snap?
I snap, girl.
You do? You snap? All right, make sure you guys
In
follow
more
her.
ways than one.
And make sure you go out and get the products, her hair care. What is the name of the line?
Kenya Moore Hair Care.
It's just Kenya Moore. You're so beautiful.
Yeah, and they can go to Kenya Moore Hair. If they can't find it at their local Sally's, tell them you want it.
Okay.
And then go on KenyaMooreHair.com and you can order from there.
You can order it and make sure you get it in your local beauty supply. Tell them
Yes.
that they need it in stores
Tell
now.
them.
Tell them you got anything you want to say, anybody you want to say goodbye to, or hello.
No, I mean, just like, listen, I'm in Detroit. I love my Detroit girls, my Detroit players. This is my home. And thank you for always having my back on social media.
All day.
Having my back, against these RHOA girls. just at the end of the day, understanding me
Mhm.
and just being just cool.
So
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Over and out. You are tuned into the Heat after the morning Heat live with London Charles with the beautiful Miss Kenya Moore.
Bye.
Thank
I
you
am so proud of you.